What's up, fam? It's Christmas time. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh my gosh, guys, it is Christmas time. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Christmas and New Year's in America versus South Africa. It's two different countries, two different seasons, but it's pretty interesting. I obviously made notes on my phone. Let me just give him quick. Hold on. Because I didn't want to forget some of the things. I hate when I record a video and then only after I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have told him that. The George. Christmas and New Year's in America versus Christmas and New Year's in South Africa. I need a tissue. Let me just get a tissue quick. Hold on.
A few moments later.
I literally stepped out to go to the mailbox and I already have a runny nose. Number one. Before I even get to number one, I just want to say, out of all the cultural shocks that I've had in America, this by far was the biggest. When December came and I was here in America, I legit wanted to cry because there's no get December. Cute Paul TC. Like, hello, December. There's no like excitement the 1st of December that it's December. It is not like that here. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's Christmas time, meaning presents, decorations, that kind of stuff. But with us, I feel like December means relaxing time, turn out time, beach time, chill time. Whereas here, it's exciting in the sense of decorations, Christmas, as I said. But it's not like, it's not, you even like forget, like now I'm like, it's December, but it still feels like June because nobody's reminding you besides the decorations. But back home, there's just the atmosphere is different. People are even more friendlier. People are bonusing. Choice assorted Oris is coming out. That kind of stuff. Number one. They don't shut down for December. You know how us back home, we get like the 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on your company. Some people end work from the 16th of December and only go back like on the 9th or the 6th of January. They don't do that here. They keep working. When I say they keep working, guys, the kids go back to school on the 2nd or the 3rd of January. Depending on when the Monday falls, the kids go back to school and they have like what, they'll close school from the 23rd of December and then they'll go back on the 2nd or the 3rd, depending on when's like the first Monday in January. That's when they go back to school. And I remember the first time when I was like, oh, when are you guys going back to school? My whole sleep, because I wanted to see if I should take leave or not. And they were like the 2nd of January. I was like, huh? Like the next day after New Year's, they're like, yeah, the Monday. And I was like, yo. Like, it just didn't sit well on me. I was just like, guys, are we really going back to school the next day after? Like, literally the next day. And I remember back home, there was a time when we went back to school early because of the strikes previous years or something like that. And everyone was like, oh, the kids are going to eat, the Christmas turkey at school in January. And now I'm like, they really can eat the Christmas turkey here. Because we were going to go back, I think, like the 18th or the 17th or the 11th or something like that back home. And everyone was like, so early. Whereas now I'm just like, I'm grateful for that. It's just like, it's ridiculous to go back to school the 2nd and nobody shuts down. People work until the last day. Like companies, what they will do is they will give you like half day, 24th, 25th you work here, and then 26th you go back to work, 26, 27, 28, unless you don't work weekends, you go back to work like until like what, until the 31st. Even the 31st you get half day, 31st. And some companies give the 1st off, but some companies don't, so you work the 1st and then the 2nd you go back to work. Also, in some states here, depending on like the town and area, because I was in a town, was it last year or the year before, where they don't celebrate Christmas, and so the companies in those towns don't close on Christmas Day. It's like a legit normal day. I have friends who have just normal dinner, like bread, peanut butter, or like whatever for Christmas. They don't like have Christmas lunch. Nobody cooks, nobody comes. I was like, it blows my mind so much. Like, I'm just like, how? I think even in China they don't celebrate Christmas, but that's just a topic for another time.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Okay, number 2. Americans go all out for Christmas decorations, which is something I find South Africans don't really do. We do have like some houses and some places that decorate, but this weekend I was actually at like a braai situation, barbecue, American barbecue things, and the house was fully decorated with Christmas stuff. The door had bells, the soap was in a soap Christmassy thing, the whole house was decorated with Christmas stuff, and then the whole neighborhood. So when I got there, it was still bright when I went into the house. When I came out, the whole neighborhood was lit up. Every house had like, there was like the one house, shame that, I don't know, they just didn't get around to do it, but every other house had Christmas lights, had Santa outside, had the reindeer, had like Santa and his sleigh. They had some sort of decoration in the whole neighborhood, which I was like, in South Africa, they like, I remember 1 or 2 houses that have Christmas lights when you go into Westville, or the Botanical Gardens has Christmas lights, you know, stuff like that, but it's not like, yeah, they go all out for Christmas when it comes to decorations. Number 3 actually bounces off the whole Christmas thing, but here, I mean the whole Christmas decorations thing. Yeah, they also go all out for Christmas gifts. I don't know if it's because of the type of families I lived with. I just find they give way too much Christmas gifts to one person. I'm just like legit. I remember the first family I had Christmas with under the tree. I was like, I'm not even kidding you, I think one kid each got like 50 gifts. I'm not even exaggerating, because I remember my cousins called me and everything, and I was like, oh, they're opening gifts, and I showed her and she was like, no. It's like great to spoil a kid, but there's a line. I feel like there's a line. There's like and those kids also had a whole basement full of toys already, so I was just like, there's just too much toys. And a lot of Americans, I know not everyone in America is rich and not everyone can afford to buy their kids a lot of toys. There are other sides, but even just organizations and churches are big on buying gifts and presents, and you know, for like kids, making sure everyone has it. But I feel like the amount of toys, I'm just like, guys, what happened to buying 1 or 2 gifts, even 3? Like, I don't know, I just feel like, yeah, they do way too much gifts. They take it way more serious, and it's a good thing. I love giving gifts, I genuinely do. I'm not complaining about it, but at the same time I'm just like, especially if you know the person has a lot of gifts already, it's a whole different thing. But yeah, they as a country compared to South Africa, we don't really do the gift thing a lot. I feel like white people do it, and black people, I mean, actually no, all races do it back home, but it's not as big as here. They go crazy for gift giving and that whole thing. Number 4, I find, and this is the difference, because South Africa, we don't have Thanksgiving, America, they have Thanksgiving. I find that their Thanksgiving is actually way more important for them. That's what I've noticed, is that for Thanksgiving they go all out. They will either go to family vacations, family will come here, they will like make sure they know what they're cooking, like they will be very detailed with the dinner, the decor, that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying you like these families that don't do both here, but I found that for Thanksgiving they take it, it's almost like their Thanksgiving here is our Christmas. You know, like how you feel when it's around Christmas time, especially as a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, Christmas is coming up, there's gonna be good food, good this, good, your aunties are coming to town. I find with Thanksgiving that's how it is, because for Christmas most of them are like, no, we're just gonna chill in, we're just gonna have a lunch, just 4 of us, or you know, we're just gonna go get dinner. And then I find it weird because some of them go to the movies, they'll eat dinner and then just go watch a movie, and I'm like, it's Christmas, like you get up, you go to church, you come back, you eat food, the food's cooked, you help cook. But Thanksgiving is like that. I find here the atmosphere or the energy of Christmas and how it's embraced and how excited South Africans get for Christmas, they do it here for Thanksgiving. Also, these are just my opinions. Don't come in and tag me and tell me. These are just the experiences that I've noticed that are different with different countries. Okay, aren't you understanding? Okay. Number 5 is obviously noticeable. It's the seasons. Like, I always say this, but I probably should have googled America more before I came. I didn't google this country at all. So in South Africa we have summer. For Christmas we are wearing shorts, we are wearing summer dresses, we are wearing sandals. It is just nice. And then you come to America, it's freezing, you're in a cold, like extra cold. All you want is hot chocolate, hot stuff, whereas in South Africa you want to pop the champagne. And so when I got here I was like, it's pretty, the snow is pretty, but the snow was also cold. And so when I got here I was like, this is like interesting. And I don't even know why in South Africa we have white Christmas stuff. Like, we don't have a white Christmas, because I've realized like some of the decor and the things make sense now to me here, but it's because they have a cold winter whereas we have a hot winter. And whenever I tell them we have summer, because they'll be like, oh my gosh, what are you guys doing for winter back home? And they'll ask me about stuff and I'm like, no, it's summer, like my cousin at the beach or something like that. And they're like, we can't imagine a warm Christmas. Like we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves if it was like a warm Christmas. And I'm like, you first of all would go to the beach, or second of all, you guys would sit outside nice and hot, you hang out with your family, you can swim. There's so many things you can do in summer on Christmas Day, kinda. Whereas here it's cold, all you want to do is just be bundled up warm. Even when you try to be outside, it's like, I'm going to the car, coming in the house, that kind of outside. Number six. This one I was also like, what? Why? Is this a control issue? So this one, they are not allowed to pop their own fireworks for New Year's Eve. So if you want to see fireworks, especially if you're South African, you can't just go to the store and buy fireworks like how our parents do back home. Here you have to go to a place. There's like an actual person that's qualified to pop fireworks. So you can't just be like, I'm a pop crackers, I'm a pop crack. No, you can't do that here. You have to go to like a place where they'll do fireworks, and on the 4th of July they also do that. You can go watch the fireworks, that kind of stuff. Some people who are qualified pop fireworks in their neighborhood, but they've been working with fireworks, or if police come, whatever, they can show to say, you know, that kind of stuff. Whereas back home, I miss this. You could just like pop the fireworks. I like making like shapes with the sparklers, holding the long one. However, I realized that it is a dangerous activity, and that's why they're like, no popping fireworks, because now, even though there's that whole law of people still can't pop fireworks, there are still people who illegally do it and end up in hospital. It's one of the days in America where a lot of people really go to hospital because of fireworks and like die, hands get popped off, whatever. I'm not saying it doesn't happen in South Africa, it also does, but it's just like, as a kid, I always appreciated New Year's Eve for the fireworks. It was like, besides the food and the snacks, it was like the one time where you can pop fireworks and have fun, and your parents buy you fireworks and you see the sparklers, you know, that kind of stuff. Whereas here, it's like my host kid, when I was explaining it to him, it's foreign. Even when houses have competitions like this house will pop fireworks and you try to be better at that kind of stuff, it's so foreign here. But yeah, that's the differences. I can't think of anything else. I was like sitting and like just writing up points, trying to think if there's anything else you think that is like different to the way we celebrate Christmas and New Year's in South Africa and the way they do it here in America. Comment below, let us know. It is fun, and I just want to say Merry Christmas if I don't see you guys before Christmas, or there will be a video probably before or after. But Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are having fun. Are you in America? Are you in South Africa? What are you doing for Christmas? I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.